Children, now we will study another application of the potentiometer to find out the internal resistance of the primary cell using the potentiometer. Okay, so primary cell, once again I have said that Leclanché cell, Daniell cell can be considered as a primary cell, and we know that as they are electrolytic cell, as time goes on, as the cell draws current, then slowly the internal resistance of the electrolytic cell goes on increasing. Okay, but initially suppose we want to find out the internal resistance of any cell, then we can use it potentiometer and find out the resistance. Okay, now in this circuit, once again you can see that the positive terminal of the cell, whose EMF is E and internal resistance is R, that is not shown here, okay, which we want to measure, is connected to the end A of the potentiometer, and the negative terminal of that particular cell is connected to the galvanometer, and then it is connected to the jockey. Okay, now another is that from this point you can see that there is a high resistance box RB is also connected across the cell. It is across the cell, okay, through the key K2. So this is called as a K2, okay, and this K2 is again connected to the galvanometer with respect to jockey. Then this is the cell whose internal resistance we want to find out. Again, the auxiliary circuit is must because it only provides the current through that potentiometer. So again, this B is called as a driver cell or called as a auxiliary battery. Okay, now what to do and how to find out the internal resistance of the cell. So first method is that we are going to close key K1, close K1, okay, which is K1, this is K1. Okay, and that time we are not going to close K2. So I will write down here open K2. K2 is not plugged. Okay, now what happens when K1 is pressed? When K1 is pressed, a current, constant current flows through the potentiometer wire. Okay, and when K2 is open at the same time, okay, we want to move the jockey on the particular wire. Okay, and wire AB, okay, till it balances the EMF of the cell. So we will get again the balancing point or null point at a particular length, where we can say that it is nothing but the balancing of the EMF of the cell. Okay, now at that time L1 is the balancing length. So initially when K2 is open and K1 is pressed, I can say that this is a balancing length L1, isn't it? Okay, now if K is the potential gradient, then EMF of the cell in this case is considered as E is equal to KL1. Okay, so E is the EMF of cell whose internal resistance we want to find out. Okay, now with the help of high resistance box, that is called as a RB, we will introduce now a certain resistance, capital R. Means what? We are going to plug out some particular resistance keys from that particular box, so that we introduce certain resistance in this circuit. Okay, and at that time we are going to close K2. Okay, K1 is already pressed, K1 will remain closed. Okay, but for the next step or for the second step, what we are going to do? We are going to close K2. We are going to close K2. K1 is also closed. Okay, and from a resistance box, certain resistance is removed. Or we can say that introduced. Okay, certain resistance is introduced. Now what happens? As soon as we are going to introduce a certain resistance in this resistance box and K2 is closed, now what happens? Now the cell starts sending the current through the circuit. Previously what was that? The cell was not sending the current because K2 was not pressed in the first case. But in the second case, what has happened now? R is introduced, and we know that whenever there is any external resistance is introduced or load resistance is introduced, then there is a path for the current to flow and which is sent by the particular cell. Okay, so at that time we are having again we are going to introduce the jockey and we will find out the balancing length. Okay, and that balance point is nothing but the terminal potential difference V of the cell. Okay, terminal potential difference, this definition we have studied. Okay, and that time L2 is the balancing length. Then what happens? this terminal potential difference is balanced, that is nothing but KL2. Okay, now this is first equation I got, this is second equation I got. Okay, now what we can say by these two equations, E by V is equal to L1 by L2. Okay, this is we got the third equation. Now if R is the internal resistance of the cell, so small r is internal resistance of cell, okay, this cell, then whenever that particular cell is shunted with the resistance box, or we can say that whenever the current I flows through the cell, when it is shunted means parallel, okay, with the resistance R, then we have studied this definition also, or we have studied this formula also, that is E is equal to I R plus R. If you remember, this is the relation between the potential difference, isn't it, EMF and the external resistance and the internal resistance. Okay, and we can have another expression, V is equal to IR. This is the potential drop across a resistance R when the current I flows. Okay, now again we have the equation E by V is equal to, we can the same current is flowing, so R plus R upon capital R. Okay, and as we have said that this is nothing but equal to L1 by L2. Okay, now what happened, this equation we get it as, we will solve this equation, we get it as 1 plus R upon R. This equation I have solved, so R by R plus R by R, so 1 plus R by R is equal to L1 by L2. Okay, and now I will consider here R by R, capital R, is equal to L1 by L2. This is minus 1, so it is minus 1. So how it can be written? It can be written as L1 minus L2 upon L2, isn't it? Okay, now this equation we get it. Now from this equation again we can introduce the final expression for that particular resistance, that is small r is equal to capital R. This is moved on the other side, and we get it as a L1 minus L2 upon L2. Now this is the formula to find out the internal resistance of any particular cell. So what are the major two steps are there to find out the internal resistance? First one is close K1, open K2, and find out the balancing length, that is L1. Next step is that close, already K1 is closed, close K2, remove means introduce certain resistance in the resistance box, that is R, capital R. Now the cell sends the current through this path. Okay, and that time we are going to balance the length, and that length will show the potential drop across, the potential difference across the terminals of the given cell. Okay, so we get the equation V is equal to KL2. Then we are introducing the equations according to our theory part, and we get the resistance R is equal to capital R, which is removed from the particular resistance box. Removed in the sense it is introduced. Okay, L1 minus L2 by L2. Thank you.